What do you make of these results? What should investors be focused on?
Okay, thanks for having me on. I think you set the tone in your intro there. These are very strong numbers, as expected, a few percent ahead at the bottom line, but they're strong indeed. They vindicate the ebullience and optimism that the likes of Jensen Huang have been iterating, and also that ties in with what TSMC's CEO has been saying as well. So if anybody's looking for signs of weakness in the AI boom at the moment, you're not going to see it in the reported TSMC numbers. But what people are going to be focused on, of course, with the earnings call ongoing as we speak, is the guidance they set. I don't think there's any great room for surprise in the near term, given the strength of demand on AI. The full year guidance as well, from where we sit at the moment, should also be robust. But there are a growing a minority of investors and others, given the universal positivity on the AI outlook, which are looking for cracks, which are looking at the potential things that could go wrong. I think it's going to be a very interesting year on the AI front. But if you're looking for signs of weakness in TSMC results, they're just not there at all. These are very strong numbers.
Really? So when you're looking at the international read across of this, what would investors be most focused on for you? If there are no cracks here, what are we likely to see?
Well, as I said, the market always looks ahead. So what I've been saying so far is about the past. This is in the rearview mirror. They've had a fantastic year. Guidance, etc., will be strong. But I think if you take a step back, if you look at the risk profile of a business like TSMC, it has a relatively concentrated customer base. It's AI that is, singularly driving the top line strength. Again, I don't expect that to change in the near term. But in turn, they're very reliant on the likes of NVIDIA, who in turn are very reliant on a relatively small group of hyperscalers. So it's a very concentrated risk. So near term, I don't expect to see any concerns on that front. But then ultimately, what's all this AI infrastructure being driven by? It's being driven by the software companies who are still struggling to monetize. So I think as we go through the year, if we're not seeing more signs of monetization or a significant pickup in monetization coming through on the software front, then I think these potential anti-consensus views are likely to grow in volume. The likes of Michael Burry, who has gone publicly recently saying that he's taken out a short position on NVIDIA, will the likes of him and people who are looking at things from a more negative lens grow in their confidence. So I think those are the obvious risks out there at the moment, but you would not see them by looking at TSMC's numbers.